Hello everyone, welcome back to my Microsoft Power Platform tutorial YouTube channel. Before we get started, I'll first of all like to say a word of appreciation to Microsoft, who has given me the opportunity to upskill my skill by learning on application development, and also to encourage every one of us who is willing to also upskill his skill to visit Microsoft website and click on and apply for their ongoing Microsoft training, where there you will be able to learn on how to build an application. So thank you. So let's continue on our application development, which is the inventory management. So in my previous video I explained about one of the Microsoft Power Platform tools, which is the Dataverse, how we can build a table inside our Dataverse. Today, we are going to be looking at how to build columns inside our Dataverse table. So, before we start building our tables, we need to first of all identify our tables, or the tables we are going to be using in developing our application. So the tables I'm going to be using now the tables we are going to be using are the product details table, which is going to have the columns of product ID, product name, suppliers, quantity, and so on. And also we are going to have suppliers details table, order details table, customer details table, transaction details table, user details table. In my previous video, I have shown how to build a table. We build a table called product details table. So in today's, we are going to continue by building the columns inside our product details table, and also we'll look at how we build other tables in our Dataverse. So let's get started. Now that we have finished building the table, the next thing is to create the columns. So let's come to our command bar, click the new, and come to column. Our first column, the second column we are going to create now is the product name column. Display the name of the product. The total type, let's select text. Behavior, let's leave it simple, require optional, and let's leave free. Let's check out the columns we created. Now we can see the columns we have in our product details. We have the product name we just created, and the product ID, which is the primary column we created automatically when we are creating the product details table. Let's create another new column. We are going to create the category column, as I intend using the drinks products like the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, Fanta, and so on. So let's create the categories of those drinks. So we are going to build a column called category, and it's going to be a choice column. All what we want in the description is to display the category of the product. So our data type is going to be a choice data type. So the first one, I'm going to use 50 CL. The second one is going to be 75 CL. And the third one, 1 liter. I like to add the new choice also, so that it's going to be the default choice. So when I'm creating the form, I can easily, the form is going to be default by showing none. So I will be the one to select it. So by default choice, let's select the none. Click save. Now we have created our second column, which is the category. Let's create another one, which is going to be the quantity in stock. This is going to be number. Our data type is going to be number. Since we are displaying the unit price of this product, I would like it to be, I'm supposed to use the currency, but due to that we have created all the columns, there still remains one column that we need to create. That one is going to be a lookup column. We are going to relate it to the suppliers table since we have not created it. So let's go and create another table called the suppliers table. The suppliers table is going to have the details of all the suppliers of the product we are going to be having inside our product details. So let's go back and create another table. And click here. Let's create our second table called the supplier details table. Let's come to our command bar here. Go to table and select table advanced property. Supplier. This display. Now let's create our columns for our supplier details table. First of all, I like to filter all the columns that are already inside our table. All the columns that we have there are automatic columns created. Once we create our table, they are going to show up. So I like to filter it to see the tables I created, the custom table I created myself. So now we can see that the only columns we have here is the automatic column supplier ID that we created ourselves when we are building the suppliers table. So now let's create our new columns. The first column we are going to create now is the supplier's name. See the supplier's name column we created. Let's create other ones too. The next one we are going to create is supplier's contact person. Let's call it contact person. that we have created all the columns inside our supplier details table. So now let's go back to our product details table and create the lookup column that we want to relate to the supplier's details. So let's go back. Select the product details. Now we have the suppliers inside our product details table. When we are working with our Dataverse inside our Canvas app, you will see how each table relates to one another. We are going to use it when we get there. Hello, this is going to be the end of our today's series video. In our video today, we've learned how to create Dataverse table. We've shown a sample of product details table, suppliers details table, and their columns. We've shown how to create columns such as the choice column, lookup column, and so on. So I'll urge us to use this to create other tables, so that in our next video we'll be looking at how to create custom view and form. This view and form are what we are going to be used for our data entry in our Dataverse. If you have learned something new today, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates of my upcoming new videos, and also click the like button. Bye for now.